finding out my baby's gender today. Kinda nervous. It's a. Bought it. What a great snow effect they had in 1939. People who don't know. People who know. I knew God was toxic when me and him kept sending babies to each other back and forth. Breaking news. 7 shot at Florida nightclub. We found 7 new jobs that may interest you. The edge of the phone is razor sharp, and you're telling me that's normal? Hello. My name is Catherine. I'd like to adopt a purebred cat from your shelter. Preferably British Shorthair. I don't like mixed breeds for aesthetic reasons. Do you have one? Yes, we have one British Shorthair. But he wants to live with only British people. He doesn't like mixed breeds for aesthetic reasons. What? Provide us with your ancestry documents to proceed with the adoption. My dad showed me a 30-minute PowerPoint presentation on why one should always wear a condom during sex. All the slides were just pictures of me. How do you report someone who makes money under the table? You shut the duck up. That's how. I think this was from a parody account. However, I agree. Man spent over $30,000 to look like David Beckham. Inmate claims he was choked by deputies for smiling in his mugshot. Claims. Bruh, he getting choked in the pig. LMRO. This is a design submitted in a contest for ANA's Tokyo, Honolulu charter. My 16-year-old daughter said she just wants to be alone, and she keeps saying she wishes she has a door. What do? I'm not giving her a door. Police are aware of a graphic video circulating involving 2 people and a fish. Police are investigating and following a specific line of inquiry. Police encourage anyone with the video to delete it immediately. Possessing or distributing the video would be an offense. Update at 3:55 PM. The intersection of Ann and High Streets at East Launceston is now clear from. Please under no circumstances drink uranium dioxide or peroxide. Alright, hold up now. Simply pure H2O for you. Imagine losing your virginity at the age of your battery right now. Mine. 41. Shooting star spotted by homeless person wishing for food, actually billionaire going to space for fun. Remember, Kevin McCallister could have phoned the police at any time. He was a child who had accidentally been left alone. One call and he would have been safe. But it was never about safety. He was hunting those men. He wanted them to die. It was fun for him. He enjoyed it. The books I'm going to read this year: Rate, Do Not Hate. Minding my own business eating lunch, and some rather large woman with purple hair comments that she liked my shirt because it makes it easier to spot the aceholes in this world. Not sure what she has against British motorcycles, but whatever, I guess. If he repopulates to see men, it's because his body is full of toxins and he has had too many sexual partners. Men are not supposed to have to see men. It's unclean. Vegan men with few sex partners repopulate fresh water. Find a virgin man and leave these McDonald's eating thoughts alone. Stay woke. What? We bought a computer from you yesterday and it won't turn on. Press the big button. I did press it. Then check the corded back. Maybe it's disconnected. I'll get flashlight. Don't go away. I'll be fast. Why do you need a flashlight? It's dark. We have no electricity. What is the most not safe for work thing that happened in school? I went to an all-boys school, but we had cheerleaders from a nearby girls' school. We had a pep rally for the football team, and they took the 3 captains and blindfolded them in front of the assembled audience. The football captains were then told to guess which cheerleader was about to kiss them. The first captain accepted a kiss on the cheek, guessed a name, and everybody cheered. The procedure was the same for the second captain. When it was the third captain's turn, instead of accepting a kiss, he grabbed the kisser and gave her a deep French kiss to the immense cheers of the onlookers. He guessed her cheerleader and everybody was roaring with laughter. They took off their blindfolds, and standing before them was their mothers. Home is of science. My school's mural of Albert Einstein and Walter White. The Marines don't have any race problems. They treat everybody like they are bulk. General Daniel Chappie James Jr., USAF. Circa 1970. We recommend avoiding general and often dehumanizing the labels such as the poor, the mentally ill, the French, the disabled, the college educated. Instead, use wording such as people with mental illnesses, and use these descriptions only when clearly relevant. We don't do NFTs. If you see a cyanide and happiness NFT, that wasn't us. If you bought a cyanide and happiness NFT, you got scammed. Also lol. Don't know why you had to add the also lol at the end there. Shouldn't glorify vulnerable people being scammed. NFT brothers losing money is funnier than any of our comics. Why do you have so many U2s of yourself? LMAO. My girlfriend, me. My girlfriend, me. Her gay father I met on Grindr. Roses are red, leaves are green. 4 exercises that'll make your vape so tight it becomes a nut guillotine. I want to extract the eggs from your ovaries and take the milk from your honkers and mix them together to make an omelette. Look how dark these are. I like my grapes, like I like my men. Good one. 25 at a time. Oh wow. Tell me why as I was swiping on Tinder, I saw my boyfriend. Can men be loyal? Stop asking me what I was doing on Tinder too. That's not the point. Relieve plus vomiting equals. All I see is the emoji giving head to Shrek. Oh a heat day, refresh yourself with a cold wall. Some butch, my boyfriend is 6 feet 4 inches and a bodybuilder. He'll kick your ace. What you gonna do? Me. Does anyone know what this is, or what is it for? My grandma has had this for years, possibly dates back to early 1900s. Her grandma says it was used for medicine, but my grandma is not so sure about that. From the US. You should know that Gwen is just Ben without the thick lips. Cow caught casually eating snake in outback Australia. I'm confused as to how the food chain works in Australia. How aliens see Earth in movies. Doctor, tomorrow you can visit your family whenever you want. Patient, but my family is dead. Doctor, I know. The inside of your bed is warm enough to hard boil an egg. Oh no, I'm not falling for this one again. What? The high school football coach, when he sees a fat kid smash through the crowded hallway like a semi-truck in a rush, to be the first in line for lunch. Dad, hey son, what has 4 legs but isn't alive? Son, lol, that's an old one dad. It's the chair. Not this time, son. Dad, what did you do to get mom to love you? She believed an astrology shot, so I would text her at hours like 11:11, so she would think it was destiny. Ducking legend. This is where I watched my parents die, Raphael. This is where I killed some losers' parents. Doctor, are you sexually active? Me, yeah. Doctor, locks door. Either my friend is really good at Photoshop, or Ryan Reynolds broke into my apartment. Tell the cops it was Photoshop. Tell me you have a 3-year-old without telling me you have a 3-year-old. Chop them up, and mix some cinnamon and sugar with them. Fry them in the pan until soft but not mush. Delicious. The apples, however, are a total loss. Teachers on their way to save the bully after the quiet kid fights back. How do you covertly measure your girlfriend's ring size? Start a Reddit thread and wait for girls to respond with their ring sizes. Then open the thread and show the girlfriend while commenting how weird it is that women randomly know this and make a comment about it being as strange as knowing your blood type. She'll nonchalantly respond with both pieces of information. Later that night, after she falls asleep, cut off her right ring finger to validate both. My fish haven't eaten for 3 days. Can someone tell me what's wrong? Top definition. The Pikachu. A sexual position in which the woman, or man, is being ducked from behind, and just before the man cramps, he pulls out a taser and electrocutes her back. Can be enhanced by screaming Pika. Shut went from 0 to 100 real ducking quick. Oh, you are in a band? What instrument do you play? The shotgun. Waiting for her, after lighting my own house on fire. I'm 75, and I did that back in 1982, to try and meet this firefighter guy, but I only ended up with a burnt home, and a mother of 2 instead of 4, but I got through it and learned. Quality second-hand coffins for sale. Thai monks fail drug tests, leaving temple empty. A small Buddhist temple in Thailand has been left without any monks after they were all dismissed for failing drug tests, local officials have said. An anti-Hungarian politician has resigned after being caught by police fleeing a 25-man urge through a window. Dan Harmon, now the sole owner of Rick and Morty, plotting all the ways he can incorporate incest into each episode of season 7. Even though it cost him $2,500, it was still the best prank Steve ever pulled on his twin brother. OMG, a girl proposed to a guy in the bathroom stall today. When you spend 3,000 years in hypersleep traveling to a distant star, only to wake up at the destination and be greeted by a full human civilization because they invented a faster spaceship 50 years after you left. Step 1. Wake up. Step. Take a shot. Step 3. Eat. Step 4. Get out of bed. Step 5. Have breakfast. I gotta stop snow skiing. I almost thought this SUV was floating. This Elmo arrived in the mail like someone in the Sesame Street Mafia was trying to send a message. You think your life is bad? Stevie Wonder paying $25,000 a month in child support for some kids he never seen. One of those days when you try and figure out why your headphones won't work, but then you hear moaning on the Bluetooth speaker downstairs. Then you go downstairs to do some explanation, but you catch stepmom and sees doing a their son with your dad, and you remember you don't have any Bluetooth speakers. Then you join in, and remember you're high on acid, and you're casually ripping your dog in front of your whole family at Christmas time. Lem crick an egg in your race, and beat it till it's scrambled. FBI agent. Your mom gets a new boyfriend. Panic. He's a gamer. Calm. He's the guy who beat you at Halo 12 years ago and said he's gonna duck your mom. Panic. Hot water mixed with vinegar and baking soda to cups of Coca-Cola, a dishwashing tablet and half a lemon. Swirl it for 3 minutes. Place the pan in the solution for 45 minutes. I then brushed it with a toothbrush. I rinsed it and it still looked the same. So I went and bought a new one. Yelled downstairs, mom. Dad's home. She did not find it as funny as I did. Cremated remains. The best thing for the inside of a person is the outside of a horse. Besides who? Besides Donkey Kong. Does Smash Brothers really have any black characters? Brawlhalla has tons of black representation. Stay woke, y'all. Y'all ain't verified. You are. Where ya money at? I don't know where Emma at. Rest in peace, Emma. The 23rd of November 2020. If you put Nicolas Cage's face on Ross from Friends, it just makes him look more like Ross. tell me why as I was swiping on Tinder I saw my boyfriend. Can men be loyal? Let's pause for a moment and appreciate the fact that the most famous novel on propaganda will be rewritten to conform to modern propaganda. George Orwell's estate approves retelling 1984 from woman's point of view. Hill. I think we can all relate to this. How I thought child rape haste would look like as a kid. How I actually look. Random facts that sound fake but aren't, shared by this Twitter account. In 2014, a Russian man was attacked by a bear. Unable to fight off the bear, Igor Forozbitsin faced certain death. However, his life was spared when his daughter called his mobile and Justin Bieber's Baby began to play. The bear became suddenly distressed and immediately ran away. Why couldn't I be your wife? Sorry, I only see you as a sister. I can work with that. Touch me like you touch your controller. Throws her against the wall. Yeah, I can take 4 guys at once. Yeah, I can take 4 guys at once. Dodged a bullet. How did your high school crush turn out as an adult? She married a successful guy who is now an executive vice president in a large company that everyone is familiar with. She's rich and travels the world. She sure dodged a bullet. Mine got arrested for having sex with 7 minors. I just ended a 5 years relationship. Are you okay? It's okay, it wasn't my relationship. When Usain Bolt finishes in 9.8 seconds. When I finish in 9.8 seconds. If you can't get a girlfriend, just become the girlfriend. Woman went on 6 dates a week to save on food. I didn't buy groceries for 2 years. He must have done it at least once. Thomas Woodhouse was an English circus performer who lived in the 18th century. He is most famously known for having the world's longest nose, which measured 7.5 inches, 19 centimeters long. I can never unsee this, and now, neither will you. Speeding woman on Cook Wayne kills drunk driver high on meth in North Las Vegas. Police say. Penalties offset. First down. A pig's awesome can last anywhere between 11 to 40 minutes. Wishing I was a pig right now. You got the looks. Go for it, champ. Dwarf-handed crayons and coloring book as couple sat down for romantic dinner. James Lusted was handed crayons and a coloring book as he sat down for a romantic meal with fiancée Chloe. If you're sleeping and someone blows air on your eyes won't react, but if you're awake, they will flutter a bit. That's how I check if someone is really sleeping. Learned it from my scout leader who is now in prison. The gender reveal party for the Statue of Liberty. It was a girl. Have some empathy. I lost my relative that day. Be ashamed of yourself for making a joke about this tragedy. Sorry for your loss. Thank you for your kind words. He was the best pilot in the Middle East. Lost set of house keys and car keys. If found, please return 520 Hefner Avenue 30,329. I usually get home after 5 p.m. Dora after exploring 2020, 2021, and 2022. Thanks for saving the city again. No problem, citizens. You know I do it for the kids. Yes, they are so precious. But a small price to pay for your help. The first time my son heard me have sex, he was so scared. He thought someone was murdering me, lol. Now he knows I'm just super loud, especially when I sweat. It's cool at me, and my son can talk about this stuff. He told me he can tell when I sweat, even if he has his headphones on because of the distinct smell my juices give off. I've been told by many guys I have a very strong but sweet smelling sweat when I shoot fluid. It's hard for me to tell because I'm so used to it, but I've been told it's what my apartment smells like as a whole. It's just more concentrated when I sweat. Not a fishy type of pause smell either anyways. My son says he can smell it when I'm getting ducked. Did you know that a piranha can devour a small child down to the bone in less than 30 seconds? Anyways, I lost my job at the aquarium today. Well, at least she didn't flirt with you for a long time, calling you cute and kiss you, and then all of a sudden starts to ignore you, treating you like some worthless shut. Starts to flirt with an 18-year-old guy and tells you that you're an annoying joke. Did you know a piranha can devour a small child down to the bone in less than 30 seconds? Anyways, I lost my job at the aquarium today. Hol up, what? My girlfriend. I wonder what our son is gonna look like. Me. Nah, he's gonna wonder what I look like. Wish I could remember my father. Thank God my mom screenshotted those nut pics at least. If you teach your parrot to say I give consent, you can technically have sex with it. Well, the same applies for kids. It actually doesn't work. Don't ask how I know. When little Timmy went to school and mastered 1 to 9, he thought the other kids were cool and every class divine. He painted shapes in red and blue and drew in curves and bends, and by the time the day was through, he'd made 100 friends. I'm pals with Pete and Mike and Max. He told his pa with pride, but Timmy's folks were anti-vax, and Timmy ducking died. Shut just went from 0 to 100 real ducking quick.